last video we talked about how to split diagram into multiple pages using those split the keywords as the new page. This section we talk about how to group several messages into certain the different notation. So within here is several possibilities to do the group depending on your the actual use case. So that is very rich features from UML that can provide to you through those keywords. So first is this ALT-else. ALT is the short for the alternative. So you can see it's the alternate and then else. You can also treat that as the if-else, just the checking this statement. So ALT and else means only one of these statements will be, or group of the messages will be executed. If you have those meanings, you can choose that. Second is OPT is the option. Loop is just as the for or while loop, which means you group certain messages within the your the UML and then tell the reader that those messages are read will be executed multiple times. So let's also look at this. I also from the mind map gave you our the different meanings so that you can get some more information from here. So OPT is optional sequence, is the either happens or not. So used to describe an optional step in the workflow. The difference of OPT to ALT is this ALT is only one of the options that will be executed. This is either the options will be executed. Par is the short is for the parallel, so shows our parallel sequence. So that is they will give you our vertical bar, and then you have the different message coming from the same the source. So that is the meaning of the parallel. Break shows how a sequence break to it stop does not perform. Any of the remaining sequence does it instead. Compared to that is the critical, is a fragment of segment that cannot be interleaved by other fragment like a parallel fragment. Last but not least is the group. Group is the generic, is allow you to fully specify the frame name. So all the above that is they already have the default name and putting in that in the upper left corner. But group is you can just mention whatever name in that corner area. And within this reference guide is only show you one sample. So we're starting from this one, and this video may have a little longer, so be patient. I will try to adding some other samples to show you all of those keywords. So after this video, I hope is you can try those keywords usage and have a clear meaning on their comparison. I also suggest you to can check with Ashley's this documentation. In this document is talking specifically about these frames around fragments, and it also gave you some the notice and informations and a few of the samples. But let's do this all together. So let's close this one and come to here. So I starting from this one, and before that is here is a note. So two notes actually is it's possible to add text that will be displayed into the header. So for group, see next paragraph, second one. So this will be shown in the next video. But when you have a group, please ensure you have an and this group name and end should be in pair. and then the PlantUML can know where is this range of the group, and also you can nest. The group can be nested in another group in the same type or the different type. So let's immediately do this from the sample. So I will making the numbers. So 0, 1, 12, and 1. I just use this UML actually. So that is the, let's see. So start UML, end UML. So for this one, we will have a title. Let's see. So title sample on ALT else and loop. Let's make those preview. So we have our title. Now let's go to here. So first is Alice. The first line, Alice get information from Bob. So this one, actually this accept is within group is the first, but the first line actually here. So you may see here. So let's see. So Alice send message to Bob with the authentication request. And after that is we're starting have this ALT. So the group is just our ALT. So if you don't have a name, so I suggest you starting to have the behavior, treat that as the good practices. Whenever you have our group name, you just immediately have this end name. So that is you don't have the syntax issue, and also it can be while the preview, so that you can immediately see what you are going to do. So first is this is a successful case. So remember when we talk about the definition for ALT compared to OPT option, the ALT with else is only one of the branch will be executed. So first is ALT, we define this as the success. And within this ALT at the end, we can have multiple else. So one of these else, you have two of the else. But because it's, we don't have anything mentioned within the else, every this else will show that our dotted line, dotted horizontal line, that means are separating the section. So you can see from here, so this else is like this dotted line, and this is dotted line. And successful case is wrapped within our this square parentheses. So same as the else, because else doesn't have our the text, so this header is directly showing from the beginning. So some kind of failure. So that is the first one, and the second one is the another type of failure. Now you have your structure of this group. So the waiting for that is please use the tab, so that you like it's the normal the programming language is using tab, you can hugely improve this readability. So now is I got our return. So as I mentioned earlier, is I want to keep this behavior is Alice as one actor always in the left, Bob as the second actor always on the right, so that there's no need to consider this direction. The direction is defined by this angle. So that is my hobby. I hope is you choose your preferred one. So authentication accepted. So if that is a success, then we got this success authentication message. If it's not success, Alice will get from Bob authentication failure. So firstly, she got our authentication failure, and after that is here is our generic group. So let's see. So group. So we also test on that. Is here we just use our group. Remember, your group is the generic one that you can define whatever name you have. If you have leave that empty, it's just called the group. Otherwise, it's you can see it's my own label. So what you type after group will replace this group and put in here. But compared to this ALT, so ALT is default here. So you cannot change that if you use these keywords. But why now ALT is disappear? So as I remember, I mentioned this. Whenever you make a group, the keywords ensure you add or end immediately. Otherwise, you are breaking those pairs. So now this group is reading for this end as the pair. And within this group, you have our else. So that's why is you have your group, this label, and you have a dotted line. And after within this dotted line, you have this second else, this text or captain. But that is making your first ALT and else is not visible. So immediately is put our end. Then your group is put in here, and you have your OLT back in the correct order. And after you have a group, I also suggest is these at least two lines should be have one level intent. So that then you are clearly know is which are the same level, which are the lower level, because group can be nested, as we mentioned. So now is once we got this failure authentication response, Alice will send certain log. This log is attack starts. And then you can see here, and after that is I will have our loop. Loop is the third, the number third. So we use this as a one pair. We can have this. We put in like this, and then we test the group and test this loop. So let's make that loop. So loop is immediately. So let's say let's try to practice with end. So that you have a loop and you don't destroy your upper level group. What is the loop? Loop is from the Alice to Bob is a DNS attack. So Alice to Bob DNS attack. And this loop we have some is the tag is 1000 times. So you don't need to have a parenthesis. This the square, the brackets is automatically added. So now with those clear indent, and you can make sure is people read that in the correct way. And just the last, the failure is we also make that come here is the Alice. Also do the another get the response is please repeat. So that is we got a message from Bob is please repeat. All we can see is send again. And now you can see from this sample, we test 3-level nesting, and we test ALT else. Else doesn't show the keywords here, but else represented as this dotted horizontal splitting line. And we test the general group and also the loop. When you have a loop, is ensure you give is how many times this is looped. So this is the standard sample in the reference the this some reference guide. Let's try to see is we learned this for and how about the option. So let's test the option here. So we use another the sample to show you is how to compare with between option and the ALT. Let's make our second one. So create 0, 1, 1, 2, 12. So let's do this star UML and UML. And with that is we have a title sample of comparing the OPT and ALT. So let's do like this way. So we use this, remember the definition, we use the ALT to describe two the variance of first is we will try to make our scenario. So let me copy a scenario here so that you can have our learning of that. Is first day's scenario is looks like our online shop purchase sequence I got from some searching by certain other contributor. We use option to describe is how the user can add a gift wrapping if he wishes. So that means this is the either way. So user can add or user can choose to not add. That is depending on the user. So that is the option. Means is when you sell something, you give a user some additional options. So that is the OPT means. And use ALT to let user to choose one of the payment channel or payment the method. So either user pay by credit card or pay by the wire transfer. So this is the meaning is user will only choose one channel. So if choose credit card, then this wire money transfer will not be chosen. So that is the meaning for ALT. So you will have the ALT and together with else. So let's starting to do that is first we have the actor is user and others will just like those the participate, then we will no need to describe them. So first is let's see is we have our purchase app. So user to app and do the purchase activity. So we raise this purchase activity. And then this after we did this purchase, and we should give our user our option. So then that here is the option. So option name is the gift wrapping. And I put this first, but ensure you have the end immediately. So that is now you see the user have our option to get gift. So what is the option is we should also use this app to provide the features. So app is the gift choose gift wrapping options. So user do this. So the option means the user can completely skip that, or is the user can do this. So we don't need. So if you have another option, the user can also do. So possible is I have another option. So the let's see. So user to choose the delivery. I think it's that will be the ALT. So what else is we can let user to make a true the option. option is like when you purchase our smartphone. Is some smartphone brand is allow you to write some text in the back, and they do the laser do this laser label. So let's see. So user to app is choose the laser label options. So that is the second option. So we can see here. Then after they did those options, now you know this option. They just like our group, and we will have our ALT, else, and AND. So using that is we will let yeah. So that is my suggestion is whenever you have that, ALT is try to finish that with the AND first. Then we will see the payment. First is the payment with credit card. So that is the first, and all is pay by wire money transfer. And then we have AND. So you have this captain here. Then how you can do this the credit card is so first is user will communicate with app is enter card detail information like the card holder name and some is card number. That's 3 digits, something like that. And then this app will take over, and the app will talk to this the card payment gateway. So we define our gateway. So that is the third the participate is pay with card. So if user choose a credit card is normally is these three the parts, and user can also choose by the bank, right? So if user choose a bank, so then user will get is the information for the those kind of the bank the transfer. That is the should returned by the app. So user get there's a no there's a selection step. Selection step actually is represent on this header. So when they come to this block, then that means the user already choose the credit card. So you don't need our sequence activity to see, oh, user choose to pay by credit card is already described here. So pay attention to that is you don't need to add some unnecessary things. When you come to this group, you come to those the contents directly. And then here is the app should provide bank information for wire transfer. So that is the one. So from app, then is user will talk. So here is not talk the payment gateway. Is when they use the money wire transfer is directly do this bank interface. So payment based transfer. So from here, you can consider the difference, or you can feel the difference of option and ALT. ALT is just two choose one. Option is you just choose this as an option, and all these can either be executed or not executed. So that is the showing through this payment gateway. So I hope is you get this as a feeling. Right? And then let me go to the third one. I will create another one. So 0, 1, 12, third. So what else? keywords. So we will do. So let's make this first. And let me see, is we have the ALT else, we have the option, we have, now let's talk about the parallel. So PAL, so let's do the, we also talk a loop already. So title sample of part in group of messages. So once you have the enough minimums, the text, you can start to have the preview. What's the difference, or what's the additional things for par or parallel? Parallel is just to give you some this looping as one the vertical bar. So let's do this first. So let me see. So Alice talk to Bob is hello, and at the same time is Alice also to Jack hello. So also here is a typo, an arrow. So if he want, I mean is Alice say hello to Bob and Jack all together at the same time. So what we can do here is we will define the par and. So you may see here is the par is the we put this inside. And you need to have this activate. So par is the together with the activation, activate, deactivate. So once you have this one, we have the so activate Alice. Oh, that is not working. So that is the so Alice parallel. So sorry, it's PAR. So PAR. So now you can see here. So if I don't have this activate, what's that means? You can see you don't have that the vertical bar. But if you don't have this par, they are not grouped clearly inside. And now when you have this activate, you have our horizontal bar to show is actually these two messages are coming from Alice together. So that is the way of this the parallel do the things. And also else can also be put inside the par group. So else is not strange, it's just to provide our dotted line. So we can see here is Alice also do our another thing. So Alice to maybe the Grace hello. So she said the hello to three persons at the same time. So that is the parallel means. So if you have the else, then this else just do some splitting. So I hope is you can use this auto the while, and then if you don't have this Alice in the bottom, is here you have the deactive Alice. You can see here, you can manage the length of this vertical bar. So that means is you want is this parallel things is ended in the second message, but not here. So, but that is the depending on what's the meaning you are going to do. So the PAR is just say at the same time. Hello. So that means it's normally you can have this the active in the last what you use. So that is the same to here. So active to the Alice, but this one, you can try to manage this in more precisely way, but now it's not covered from directly below the PAR. So, but those I think is the meaning itself is more important. So that is give you the enough meaning, then that's fine. And then this, let me show you the number 4. So this one let's see. So what else is, let's see the break. So let me create 0, 1, 12, 4. So star UML and UML. The title sample on break with ALT else. So what's the break means? Break, let's read again, shows that a sequence break, it stop, does not perform any of the remaining sequence does this instead. So we can have our participant. Let's do the participate object 1. Object 2. So we have these 2 objects. So first is let's directly make a break. And once you have our group keywords, let's with end. So you can see here is the break box. And the break box is actually, if you don't give a specific meaning, it's just like a normal group box. So we see here is the break conditions. And what are the break conditions? So we will see, so object 1 to object 2 is the break flow. So this is our flow called break. And then this after this one is we have the object 1 back from object 2. This is our normal flow. So normal flow means is here is a break and here is a normal. So that is the one the kind of the things. And if you want to compare, let's do this compare with the option and compare with the ALT. So with the option. Option doesn't need our else. So let's do this option. So if you have option, so negation of break condition immediately at our end, so that you have our option box. So you can see the break box is starting is a little more left. Option is here. So but let's see. So option. What we will do is object 1 send object 2. So here is the normal flow because this is the option. So this is the normal flow, and after option is the break flow. So we can copy this one. So that is the so from the from here. So from the object 2 back to object 1, this is the break flow. So that is the negation. So it's the continuation, the condition. So negation of a break flow, we will use the option. So For the compare is the else and then the end. So if we have those ones, so we will have also the negation of break condition. So that is the ALT. So first is the normal flow is within this ALT, so they can run this, and else is the break condition. And then we will have this break flow. So that is the three parts I gave you. So now is they are both, all of them is in the left aligned on the box. But here you can try to feel is what's the different meaning ways or the usage of a break option and ALT break. The else, your ALT else normally is used together, so they will have this combined box. But the option and break, they have those the separate flow outside of their the box. So they define is whether they run the break flow within the break or you run the normal flow within the option. So that is the sample I want to show you for this the break one. The last but not least is we also have another critical. We already test the group, so let's just have the last one. Let me create 0, 1, 12, 5. So star UML and UML. I hope it's from now till now is you have already good familiar with those header, title, footer. I don't use the header footer, just use the title from last video. Is I will use that to ensure is you have the reference names of every sample. So this title is the sample of critical keywords in group. So let's see. So we will have our the define is something. So we have the let's just have our activate maybe actor A, actor B. So we have those. Then what we can make that is we can do some those or the critical ones. So we can create critical and end. So what that means, you can see you get a critical group. So this critical we can see is important messages. So what's that important is A go to B, do something. So this is the important things. You will give people some header. So then normally is if you see here is I make is RGB. So I put those one. So but I don't make this color here. So just I show you is once we learn more about the styles, you can add the color so that you can highlight those. Maybe it's color is put that before the lines will give the effect. So now you can see you can make all these in red, so that is actually show the critical. But the difference is you can remember is you can use group, right? So you can make this. I call this group as our critical, and then I use end. I also have this A to B do something. So normally is you don't see that difference. Depending on is what's your use case, when you compare that, is actually this group can be the generic keywords. You can, for example, is if you just wanted to render our ALT, so you get this ALT. But compared to this one, so the ALT you see here, the length a little possible or little difference to your ALT, but as I mentioned, this group can be used to define like those keywords. Always a group can be do the certain the specific things with the customized message. So critical activities, because you can write down something is not in those predefined keywords. So after all, I hope is after this sample in the reference guide and with my 4 additional samples, we have already passed the 40 minutes. I hope you have our full knowledge about all of those keywords usage within the group messaging. And you can back to your the IDE or the text editor is to try some more use case. I hope is in your UML diagramming you can starting to practice on the group. That is a very the important or the useful features that can make segment of your multiple messages and hugely improve those readability. I hope you get some ideas on these concepts. Next video, we will go to the secondary group label. So it will be short, but we will talk about that together. So see you in the next one. Bye for now. Good luck.